What up? What up? How's it going, everybody in the chat? Today I've got Mark. Say your last name for me.
Mulgrave.
Mulgrave.
Yeah.
I've got Marrk Mulgrave here talking about spells and superheroes.
Yep.
Yay! I'm so excited about this one. I was looking at it earlier and I was like, oh my god, this looks like so much fun. So how's it going, Mark?
Good. Very good. I'm also known as Gingerton. Either name is fine, really. I don't. Since that South Park episode came out, that one about the gingers, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I came to school the next day after that episode aired. I didn't even see it. I just came to school the next day, and pretty much my life has never been the same since.
Oh, I bet.
Ginger this, ginger that, but it's cool. You take it and make it your thing. And people
Right.
seem to like
Right
it.
on,
So
man.
yeah, I'm doing good. Ready to chat some spells and superheroes. How are you?
Sounds like I'm good. It's Thursday, day before Friday, and the weekend.
All right.
My groove on this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited. Finally getting all my stuff done, and I'm just like, whew, I can breathe a little.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna say hi to our chat real quick because we got a few friendly faces I see over here. Woodrow, what's up, Woodrow?
Woodrow.
Yelf. He's always changing his name. Frog G, the super mod.
Froggy G.
Hashtag mod the frog. Icky. I never say it right. Icky 5. I never say it right. I don't ever say it because I don't say it right.
That's my boy. Thank you, buddy.
Says he's proud of you. Keep it up.
Yeah.
My friend Flying Feline. What's up, girl? And the lovely, ever, always lovely Kayla. Love you, girl. Beautiful ladies in my chat. I got beautiful ladies in my chat. That's all I gotta say. Bone. What's up, Bone? Jason, what's up, brother? Oh, he says his battery's low, so he's just stopping to say hello.
Hello.
What up, Johnny Cage?
Hey, Johnny.
And I think that's everybody. Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Mark.
Yeah. Yep. My name is Mark. I'm a lifelong comic book nerd. Not just comic book nerd, but fantasy, horror, Star Wars. Those were kind of my big things growing up. As far as comic book related stuff goes, probably like most people, I grew up on X-Men, the animated series, the Spider-Man cartoon, the Batman cartoon. Then moved into comics. The first comic book that I really remember getting my hands on was Volume 1 of The Amazing Spider-Man by J. Michael Straczynski and John Romita Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That was a great book. Spawn, that was another one I got a hold of super early. I had a really awesome godfather who was like just this rock and metal dude who would, when he dropped like basically my niece off for my mom to babysit, he would just bring me good tidings of, all kinds of comic books.
That's awesome. I love it. Everybody has their own way to getting into the comics, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
So, what got you like thinking about making your own?
Yeah. So I think I've kind of always wanted to be a writer for pretty much my entire life. Even before you kind of realize what you want to do with something, I've just always been a creative person and always looking at ideas, like, just having ideas pop in my head. I'm like, man, that would make a great story. So after, long of doing that long enough, you kind of just decide you want to actually do it. So yeah, I luckily stumbled into this indie comics community, and yeah, I mean, there's no gatekeeping, and really all you got to do is put in the work. It's hard work, but yeah.
Right, but with hard work and great perseverance, all good things come, right?
Absolutely.
So that's awesome. So let's start talking about your project a little bit. So it's called Spells and Superheroes. Where did you come up with that? Like what?
Mm-hmm. It's so the book itself is sort of a mixture of those two things. It's a play on D&D and superheroes. So we wanted to do kind of a Dungeons and Dragons, kind of evoke that idea. So we went with the but yeah, spells and superheroes. Yep, we'll get the mixture of both there.
Okay, I just want to point out to everybody, this is 20% from being funded. Let's get this funded, people.
Yes, we
Let's
had
do
a
this.
backer earlier today. Thank goodness. Hooray. It's going great, honestly. I really didn't expect to be here so soon. I thought it was going to take the full 60 days, to be honest with you. So thank you, everybody.
So are you in the
Sincerely.
first 30 days then?
Oh yeah, yep. I guess the
Okay.
first 10 days, really, or 11 days, whatever it is.
So can you give us like a brief synopsis of the story, like without giving too much away?
Yeah. Basically, like I said earlier, it's a mixture of D&D with superheroes or the X-Men, let's say. It's got a little sprinkle of Saw in it as well. A deranged dungeon master has captured four of Earth's mightiest heroes, and he wants to play a game. The supervillain dungeon master has captured our team here. When we play the trailer, it'll go over the different members, but he's captured the team and he's forcing them to play a game, and that game is Spells and Superheroes, which is sort of a D&D kind of, rip off, if you will. But yeah, that the Saw element is that it's a game for their lives. It's for keeps.
So,
So
so you're bringing some horror into this as well.
it's got a little bit of everything, really. My favorite, it's got everything that I love. It's action, it's got some comedy, it's got horror, it's got yeah, spells and superheroes.
Okay. Okay. The magic and the horrors really got like piqued my interest now because I'm like, those are my type of things.
Oh yeah.
Um.
If you'd like to
So
get the trailer, or I'm sorry, yeah.
I was gonna say, can you tell us who our characters are that we're looking at here?
No,
Like,
absolutely, yeah.
so we
So
kind of have a base for where we're
mhm,
going here.
yeah, right up front there we have Foxman. He's essentially the leader of the team. Um, Behind him is Zoo Girl. Behind her is Triclops. And then off to the right there we have Madam Magic. This is kind of a mixture of my favorite two favorite teams, X-Men and the Teen Titans. So yeah, just kind of went with that.
So you got a
Well,
lot of things inspiring you here to like really get it going.
it just kind of came together that way. I mean, writing it out, I didn't purposefully kind of look too into it. We just went with an idea. I have a couple other stories that I wrote that are, they're not superhero related, but I did a few other mini comics at the same time that I wrote this. This was the one I loved the most, so
Wait,
this
I'm
is the
glad you
one.
say that. Let's go back to that. This is a mini comic, right?
Yes, it's a mini
And what
comic.
exactly does that mean?
It is a complete story. I'm doing a line of mini comics called a fun shot, and it's just a play off of the term one shot, right? Everybody knows a one shot.
Yeah.
It's like I said, a complete story. These are designed to be, one and dones. A lot of people have asked me if I'm going to continue or sort of do a longer version of Spells and Superheroes. Initially, that wasn't the idea, because it was originally an anthology book that I wanted to do with a few other stories. But I took a look at everything and was like, there's other anthologies out there. I want to try something a little differently. So we went with just, trying one at a time and doing them, creating this line called Fun Shots. So yeah, that was sort of the birth of it.
Okay. So do you
Yeah.
like when you go into your future projects, do you think maybe you could cross these over at some point though, or
I mean, it's entirely possible. Originally, honestly, I was kind of against doing a longer version of this story, just because it
right?
it wasn't what I had intended, and I didn't want to. It's not that I didn't want to sort of veer off or try something else. It was just like it kind of defeated the purpose, but people seem to be really into it. So I mean, Jacob's the interior artist and the character designer. We've talked several times. Yeah, what we he's already actually kind of pitched a different story, something else we can do. But we've also talked about probably. Well, I don't want to say it'll definitely be in the future, at least a year from now. But we've already kind of kicked around some story beats for the longer version of this. But yeah, it's possible we'll do other stuff. But like I said, I've got other books and other stories. But yeah, I mean, I do love these characters. They've certainly grew on me, and I didn't think people would take to them so much. But yeah. I really appreciate it too.
I gotta say, I like Triclops. Like, that's pretty badass. He's not a Cyclops. He's not a regular, just, two-eyed person. He's got three.
A Biclops, you mean? That's what I've always called
Cyclops.
the regular two eyes or the Biclops.
I'm gonna play the trailer if that's okay with you.
Please, absolutely.
Okay, let me get set up here. So I have to share sound.
The talking butt.
The talking butt. Yeah. I'm always the talking ass. Aren't I, guys, in the chat? They know all about the talking ass.
Nothing wrong with that. It's unique.
Can you hear it?
Yes, I can hear it.
I've been watching waiting, biding my time to make sure you were worthy. And now it begins. Foxman, Zoo-Girl, Triclops, Madam Magic. You fools think you can stop me? You never had a chance! Spells and superheroes.
It'll just sort of play out on the music, but yeah, that was it.
Okay. I have to mute because I'm afraid I'm going to echo. That was really good. And who was it you said did this?
Pedro Ang.
Okay. Yeah, I know Pedro. He's getting his stuff out there everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Love it.
Pedro, he was Pedro, I met him on the Alterna forum, which is where I met a good bit of my team, the interior artist. I met Jacob Whittingham there. We started this project about, I guess maybe like almost 7 months ago now, but from Jacob's like start to finish, getting everything drawn, it took about 5 months roughly. But yeah, Pedro, he's probably the third or fourth person I got a hold of, just scrolling through those help wanted posts on there. So for anybody looking to put a team together, definitely check out the Alterna forum there. It's good stuff.
So who all is on your team? You were saying
Yep.
Jacob?
We got Jacob Whittingham. I saw somebody in the chat talking about Australian artists. Jacob, he's an Australian gentleman.
Okay.
Yep. This is his second book. His first one he's still working on. It's a it's like I forget what the word is, but it's basically somebody's screenplay that he hired, or that they hired him to turn into a comic book, and it looks pretty cool. I've seen some behind the scenes stuff. After that, Jacob and I will be doing something else, but yeah, the rest of the team, we got Anthony Gambino. He's my colorist. He's got a sketchbook out right now. You've probably got 2 or 3 weeks left to pick that thing up. Yep, Keith Gleason. He's the creator of Mighty Mascots. He's on the letters, and yeah, me.
That's awesome, man. Give me 1 second here.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Wookie? You doing okay today, buddy? Like, there seems to be some issues going on over here in the chat. I was looking. I was like, wait a minute. Like, you guys get along. Get along. It's Thursday. It's right before the weekend. Everybody should be having fun. Lift your drinks up.
Yeah.
What's up, Will? My buddy Will. My buddy Wolvo. Come on, guys.
What's up, bub?
Everybody should be loving each other. Show the love. Be nice. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, not at all.
It distracts me. Okay, they're just playing. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I thought they were like really fighting over here in my chat. I was like, no, we're fighting.
Break out the gloves. Let's go.
I love my Wookiee and I love my Gelf. Like, you can't be fighting. Anyway, so where did you find you said Jacob and then the other person? I'm sorry, I got so sidetracked there for me.
Right. So Jacob Whittingham, I found him on the Alterna forum. Anthony Gambino. Anthony Gambino. Here's how I met Anthony, and this is honestly something that really stuck out to me. Anthony put out a sketchbook, I think like 3 or 4 months ago, and did like the rounds on like the Death Curse dudes.
Okay.
And I'm a big fan over there.
Oh,
So
yeah. Death
I
Curse is
bought,
awesome. They're killing it over there.
right, yeah, great guys, and a lot of them have helped me. Kayla, Ryan, and Spencer have all helped me behind the scenes. You know, all of them in multiple ways, really. So they're all great people over there. But yeah, they had Anthony on, and I backed Anthony's sketchbook, and he messaged me. I guess I think he just had recognized my name like on Twitter somewhere. But anyways, he messaged me after I backed it and thanked me, and I was like, wow, that his customer service really stuck out to me. So I just tucked him away. And when I had needed a colorist, I had already seen his work, and I was like, that's the guy. I'm gonna get Anthony to do it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Let's go through your campaign a little bit here. See what you got going on. So it's 11 pages.
Correct.
Of superhero.
It'll be 16 pages in total. There's going to be a couple little extra, like the character sheets. And I was on Critical Blast last night, and he gave me a really great idea with something. When we get down a little further, I'll go over it. But
okay. And you're writing, right? You're the writer, and then
yeah,
Jacob's doing the art.
Correct. This print right here, this image we're seeing with the game master standing over the team. This is a print that's included with the physical, with both of either of the physical tiers as well as the artwork commissions. But this print, I got 2 prints, and they were both done by this gentleman named Samrat Das. He's an Indian fella, but really fantastic artist. That is probably the only reason he's on the other half of the country, is why he's not a professional, like doing somebody else's book. But yeah, he was kind enough to do these prints for us, and yeah, Anthony colored them. Everybody loves them.
I really enjoy the face on the game master. Like he just looks like he's enjoying, and yet so menacingly. I love it.
Yeah, the game master, he's sort of a mixture between this. I'm not super familiar with the character in terms of like his background, but it was the look, this sort of newer version of Dr. Light, and then the Monarch from the Venture Bros, and then a little bit, like I said, of Jigsaw, with kind of like forcing people to play a game because he's a madman.
I can see the Monarch. I love it.
Yeah.
I love that you said that.
Oh yeah, that guy's a really interesting dude.
Does he get a Dr. Girlfriend?
Oh man. Oh no. That's a great idea.
He needs a Dr. Girlfriend.
Oh darling.
That's really good.
Oh, thank you. I've been working on it since I was a little girl.
That's awesome. Where did you come up with the idea for Patchwork Comics? Like,
it's really, it's just a collection. That's kind of the name of the title. It's a patchwork. It's a collection of people. I got a private Discord server, and really, it's just not to be like sound like a snob or anything, but really, it's just people that I've invited in that are my comic book friends, that are talented people, and together we're helping each other out, either commissioning each other, or people in my group have, not just with me, but with other people, have found work. So sort of the idea is like a patchwork quilt, multiple pieces come together to form something,
So nice. As you move forward, you'll bring more people in on these projects and have different people working throughout. Is that what you're saying?
I would like to. As far as the fun shots go, I would definitely like to hire, like I said, Jacob and I, we're going to do a full-length story whenever he's done with his thing, but that frees me up to find another artist, and I've definitely got a few of these indie guys that are floating around that you would want any day of the week on your book. So yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Is this a print as well?
This is the cover of the book. This was done entirely by Jacob. Pencils and inks physically, and then he did the colors all digital.
Wait, is this our Magic Girl?
Yes, Madam Magic. Yep.
Madam Magic. She. I don't know, something about it just like completely switched in my brain. I was like, wait a minute, is that the same character?
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit of a different art style. It's just
I like her
Jacob's
though. I like her look
flavoring.
here.
Right.
Like she, I don't know. Maybe it's the tatas I'm looking at here.
That's been the hot button topic, because everybody loves those things on her. It's like, man,
Well, he did a good job.
They did. The artists. I mean,
He did
that's
do
one
a
of the
good
key
job.
perks of
Can't
being an artist, I
complain.
think. I do have to say, it wasn't necessarily in the character description, like big, huge jugs, but I guess I'm not arguing.
Oh, what's going on here?
So this is page 1. This is, like I said, the setup. You have these 2 rats here fighting over a piece of cheese. Splash, Game Master's foot comes in the panel. And then, yeah, we have him there. We have the Game Master. He's got his spell book, his DM book there. And then, yeah, in the background, we have our team. As you can see, Foxman, Madam Magic, Zoo Girl, and Triclops. They're all pinned down to the table. You can see the game mat in front of them with their character sheets off to the side. Yeah.
I was looking at those rats when I was scrolled down. I was like, what are those 2 rats doing?
Right.
It looks a little questionable.
Yeah, no, they're fun. Those rats, I will say, they make a reappearance. I don't want to say too much, but those are like some of my surprise favorite characters of the story.
Oh my god, Sab, what are you talking about? So I can never deny my 92% again. I'm not 92%. I've never been 92%. They like to say that I'm 42% lesbian, but I'm not.
Oh. Okay, that's a reasonable number, though. I mean, whatever works.
Whatever works. I just like pretty women. Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
All my superheroes look like beautiful women.
Oh God, get out of here.
Right? Okay. Is this a map?
It is a map, yes.
Like a D&D map?
Yes, it's I'm calling it the battle map. I designed it on this website called Incarnate. Basically, it'll be printed on a brochure, so it'll kind of fold out like a Z, like you'd open a brochure. It won't be terribly big. It's 11 by 17, so but you can place it down.
It's size, though.
Yeah, no, it's a good size, but yeah, you'll unfold it, and it's like I said, a Z fold. The back of the map will have this sepia tone, kind of worn, like you've been dungeon map exploring.
Okay.
Yeah, that comes with all the physical perks as well.
Okay. We'll go into your perks. Oh, well, I guess we're going into your perks now.
I got you.
We just go straight into it.
Yep. So right here we have the 3-inch Patchwork Comics logo. Just nice and simple, but I wanted to get something out there. It's our PW logo. It's a sticker. You can stick it on whatever you like. Go right ahead.
Awesome.
I tack things on my wall. If my camera was working, I would show you my wall of awesome, but a lot of the stuff like you'll get from CG stuff, I'll just like I said, I've just created a wall of awesome. I used to have a bunch of mainstream shit up there, but I've happily taken it down to put up the indie stuff.
I love comics, and I love indie comics, but I really get sold when it comes to all the extra stuff, because like I like to be able to show off what I enjoy, right? So I put the stickers on my laptop, or if I get a shirt, I'll wear it, of course. Let's see, I've got like the little Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb chick that stands up. So I've got the standees. Like, I'm all about the extra stuff. I'm extra like that.
Yeah, I'm a print guy, really. Like I've said it a few times, but I love print things that I'm like personally very for is when print this, getting it back is actually getting to put my own prints on the wall. That's going to be quite a feeling, I think. So I love prints, so it'll be fun. Yep.
And it says this is a fabric patch. Is it an iron-on or a sew-on?
I think it's going to be an iron-on.
Okay.
That's a 4x4. That's Game Master. That's Frankie B. Washington's version of it. Frankie B. Very professional guy. Again, one of the first people I got a hold of right after Jacob. Designed this for me, whipped it right up, and even did a video. There's a video on his YouTube channel of the whole process if you want to watch that. But yeah, that comes with the $15, the featured tier. That's kind of our big thing on that perk. Besides the book, of course, is people really like Frankie's work, and so do I. So
Yeah, I like that patch. That patch is awesome. It'd go really good on like a bag or like a. Yeah, for me, it'd be like a diaper bag because that's where I put all my patches, is on the diaper bag. But
Right
yeah, I like that. I love stuff like that. That's awesome.
very cool.
So then we have the $10 Adventurers pack. What all do we get here?
You'll get a digital copy of the book. You'll get the physical. You'll get our let's see, our logo sticker, which I need to change that to a 3x3. My apologies there.
Don't worry.
But I have you'll get both of those prints, which I don't think we've got to the other print, which is just below this. But you'll get 2 prints, both by Samrat, colored by Anthony. You'll get the map, and then you'll get the patch on that Don't Go Alone perk. And then just below that, you'll get the superhero magnet, which is that right there, our logo, Spells and Superheroes logo.
Awesome.
Yep. So that's the 15, and then the $10 one is all of that minus the patch. So
okay.
Yep.
Is this the print you were talking about?
Yes. Yep. That's the one. Yep. The teams all gathered around the game board there. I've had to stop myself several times from just commissioning Sam to do more work. He really knows how to bring these characters to life and just make them have fun. So yeah, this is actually an homage to Ninja Turtles 2, the movie, Secret of the Ooze, like the movie poster. I'm not sure a lot of people picked up on it, so it's okay though.
Well, they know now, right?
Now you know.
Now you know what it's an homage to.
Correct.
And then what about these? Let's talk about this for a minute, because I was asking you about this earlier, and so I think it's good to really talk about these type of things in a live stream here, so that like your audience knows what's going on here.
Yep.
These $200 tiers, they don't have the art on them yet, but it's coming, right?
It is absolutely coming.
Oh.
Jacob is gonna do it on his own. I'm gonna get Anthony's done. Hopefully tonight. It shouldn't be too hard. I'm just not a Photoshop guy, but I can definitely go over these, and the wordage in there should clarify everything. But yeah, the $100, these 2 $100 perks, they are artist commission tiers. So it's essentially you'll get with Anthony and only with Anthony, because Jacob's Australian, so the shipping costs
right
for the physical
right now.
Yeah. So Anthony, you'll get your whatever it is, and Anthony said anything you want, name it. And I if you do get it, please get something weird, just to make Anthony have fun when he does something. But yeah, you'll get you'll get our full campaign, so the featured tier, as along with your purchase here. So it's really $115 value, but we threw it in there just because I felt like if you're going to get the commission, you can also you get the book with it. So
okay, that's awesome, man.
Thank you. Yeah, Anthony does great work. For anybody that was
and I wasn't trying to put you on the spot or anything like that, but I feel like if you want people back in those tiers, they need to know what's going on there.
Hey, you got me. Fair enough.
Just so that they're not sitting there going, okay.
No, it's totally cool. I have zero problem taking edits or suggestions, or that's what this is really all about, especially when you're learning. As soon as I put this campaign out, I was like, oh, there's a few things, especially as you go along, just ways you can look at doing things. So yeah, the next time around things might be a little bit differently. Hopefully I've learned and fixed things, and yeah, it's all an experience, but it's going great so far.
That's awesome, man. Let's talk about your stretch goals here.
Let's do it. Yep. So the stretch goals, they are pretty cool. It's they're all done by Anthony. What they are is it's a 3 trading cards I've got here at $750, $1,000, and then $1,250, and the various milestones there. They are Trading cards, it'll form a mural piece, but you can enjoy the cards individually. But it'll be the team. Like the first card will be two of the members, sort of mid combat. The middle card will be Game Master as he's, sort of dealing with the two teams, and then to the right will be the other half of the team. So when you put them all together, it'll form one picture, but you'll be able to enjoy them separately as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but I haven't had Anthony start them. Obviously, we're gonna wait till we get closer along and hit the tiers and everything. But yep, and then that big mustache thing that's sort of staring everybody in the face. That's sort of a joke. It is really a joke. I honestly don't expect to hit the final stretch goal there. But I've been saying for months I've wanted to get my mustache off my face. And again, if my camera worked, you'd maybe be able to tell, but I've just let this thing grow out so ridiculously. And it's solely just to make people laugh. Like I'll turn around in public and people will see it. It's just a big cowboy mustache. I don't know what else to call it. But yeah, if, I'm going to shave it anyways because I want it off my face. But I was like, what can I do here to make people laugh? So I was like, all right, if we hit this absurd goal, I will shave a 1-inch patch down the center of my mustache, like down the center.
Goodness.
Yeah, and I'll keep it for a week, and I'll do live streams and things to sort of, stay true to it. But yeah, it's just for fun, obviously. But there you go. For anybody that wants it, there you go. It's there.
That's funny. I love it. I love stuff like that. I think that's awesome. It's a great stretch goal too, because it grows back for one thing. So
it does, thankfully.
But it gives them, gives everybody something fun to look forward to, try to reach.
I'm a clown, I think, deep down. I just like to. I don't mind
I think
humiliating.
we all are. I think everybody wants to be a little bit like a clown, right? Like we all want to have fun, right? That's what life should be about, having fun.
Right.
Right? Like,
absolutely.
You only get one life, Why not live it? Why not enjoy it?
It's very true. I'm actually
people you enjoy,
Yeah. I tend to be more of a, I don't know, I'm like somewhere between 50-50. Like sometimes I feel like I'm overly serious, and I have that thought that you just said. I'm like, Mark, I call myself Mark. I'm like, Mark, you should
in third person.
Well, I mean, no,
it's okay if you do. It's totally okay if you do.
No. But no, sometimes I do have to remind myself that it's like you could, your heart could just attack you tomorrow, and then what do you do?
Right.
You gotta fight off your heart and try to survive. So it's like, no, you should try to have more fun and just live life, especially as I've gotten older, which I'm not that old. I just turned 29 in July, but
oh yeah, you're so old, man. You're like,
oh god, I feel old. My knees
are that nursing home. You're a baby right now. Sit down.
I'll take it. Staring at 30, it's interesting, but yeah, no, I definitely, I don't feel old in spirit, so I'm glad about that.
I just turned 34 in May, and so like I'm embracing it. I'm embracing getting older. Like I've learned some things along life. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
oh yeah,
I'm here. This is me. If people love me, they love me. If they don't, they don't. It's on them. Not gonna worry about it. Like I'm just living my life. I'm enjoying it too. It's awesome. What up, my buddy Matt Barr? Matt Barr is awesome.
What up, Matt?
I'm doing Rock and Roll Ninja right now, so
I'm
excited about that. Everybody should go and get Rock and Roll Ninja, definitely. But I think I might have a surprise for you, Mark.
For me?
Yeah. Okay, let's go back here. Woohoo! Sorry, I sing a lot and dance around and act stupid.
Not at all.
I'm trying to figure out what it is I'm doing here. Let's see.
No, actually, you.
There you go.
You said, hey, guys, thank you. Oh man.
So you are now officially funded, my brother.
Dudes, thank you guys. Holy crap.
So.
Lola, thank you so much. Thank you, chat, everybody that backed. Thank you guys so much.
But we're not going to stop here. We're going to keep pushing it harder and harder to get those stretch goals.
Let's go. Absolutely, guys. Thank
You
you
know?
so much.
Yeah. So that's awesome. You're now officially funded. So.
All right. Boy. All right, guys. Wow. Thank you so much.
Okay, show's over. We're done.
Yeah, see y'all later. This is awesome, man. Thank you so much. This is yeah, thank you. I'm kind of speechless.
No, I think it's awesome. Like I saw it, I was like, yeah. Better show this to you.
Thank you, guys. Wow.
So now we just push it and we get those stretch goals and it'll be awesome. Things will be happening, you know?
Oh yeah. This is great.
So your first stretch goal is a trading card, right?
Correct. Yes. It'll be Triclops and Zoo Girl as they face off towards the Dungeon Master.
Now is Jacob doing the trading cards or
It'll be Anthony. Yeah, Anthony. He's a phenomenal artist all around. Even though he's the colorist for the book, he's literally top to bottom. He also did the logo for our book for Spells and Superheroes. He's a graphic designer for Marvel, so his sketchbook. Like I said, you can see that he's the full deal. So definitely, and also Jacob. I love Jacob. He's very busy, so for him, it's kind of like he would love to do these things. That's why he's only got one commission tier. You'll notice there. Anthony's got 3. Jacob's got 1. He's just Jacob. I'm sorry. Jacob's got it's the time difference and his day job, and then he's working on his other book. So he asked for just 1, but I don't know. I've been able to chip Jacob down over the 6 or 7 months we've been working together. So yeah, he's fun. I like Jacob a lot.
It's awesome,
He's got
man.
that Australian grit to him.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes, ma'am.
The commissions, they come with the book, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You'll get the book. You'll get the $15 tier with either of those commissions you get.
Okay.
So even though the Jacob Whittingham commission won't come with the physical piece because he lives in Australia, if you talk to Jacob and you really want the physical piece, he can do physical work. He did our cover, top to bottom physically there, except for the not top to bottom, but except for the colors. He did it penciled and inked. The process on that he is on his Instagram, actually. If you want to see the pencils and the inks, he actually posted those. But you can talk to him and arrange the shipping stuff. But we just didn't want to get into that just because over international shipping was something I actually purposefully did avoid this time around. Like I've got like Jacob, unfortunately, wasn't able to back the book. Our animator Pedro, he lives in Panama. A few members of my team and just other friends, are out of the U.S., so we weren't able to.
So
to
you're
do that this time around.
You're only doing domestic shipping?
Yes, this time around, I just wanted to keep everything nice and manageable and realistic. And as we progress, we'll branch out. Also, I'm giving it time with all these ups and downs with shipping and everything. I'm letting the universe do its thing while we but that's why we also have a digital tier, because ultimately, even though this campaign's got a lot of little bells and whistles, ultimately my goal is to get my book into people's hands. So if you just want the book, we do have a digital tier, and that is unfortunately the only option right now for international folks is the digital. But I mean, it is only $1 and you still do get the book. If you want the prints, hit me up and I'll shoot you the PDF of them or something. You're free to use them as wallpapers, or if you want to print them out and stick them to your wall, by all means.
I have a few questions for you in the chat.
Sure.
Kayla says, what other projects you are working on right now?
I am okay. So what I'm working on right now is I am writing another superhero story. That's one that Anthony and I are talking about doing. It's basically a mixture of I didn't purposefully do 2 team books back to back. I know Spells and Superheroes is kind of a team book. This other one is essentially a mixture between. It's basically what if the Teen Titans got turned into a Frankenstein's monster. That's one I'm working on. Anthony's agreed to draw that for me. And then when Jacob and I get started, it's going to be a while before Jacob and I do our next thing. But when Jacob and I get started, what we're going to do there is it's basically Ridley Scott's Aliens, but instead of aliens, it's vampires. We're sort of doing an Aliens meets vampires. It'll be a kind of a hack and slash set in medieval times, just nice and dirty.
That's awesome.
Hey, Death Metal Hero, what up?
Sounds like so you got some stuff in the works to look forward to as well as like for us, you know.
Yeah, I love to write, and this is to me this is it's a long-term march. I'm sort of looking at things in like a 5, 10, and 15-year plan. I hope to be alive, you know, for a good long while.
Right. Well, I think we all hope to for that, right?
Right. So I'm looking at it like I'm either gonna do what I love to do, or I'm gonna live a life where I don't. And to be honest, I don't want to live a life where I'm not doing what I love. And what I do, you know, I love to write, and I've absolutely, even though it's been hard work and there's been times when you're like just tired and you're like, I can't today. It's like those are the times when you need to sit down and write and work. So, but after you do it, you're like, that feels good. So yeah, I love comic books. I love writing. It's like I said, it's a long-term process. I look at people like Alterna a lot. You know, it took Pete.
Oh, I love Alterna, man.
Right. It took him a good 10 years, probably. I think I've heard him say that a few times before he was kind of aware of what he had going. And thankfully now we've got Pete here, who's sort of that old saying, we can stand on his shoulders. You know what I mean? So we're trying to look at the way, and that's also kind of why we're pricing the way we are as well, as sort of in the alternative vein. I know I don't, you know, have the pull that Pete does. So we got to do it a little bit differently, which is totally cool. I'm not trying to be an Alterna clone, but yeah, good stuff over there.
But what you're doing right now is you're out here, you're networking, you're talking to people, you're getting eyes on your project. People are meeting you, which is awesome. I gotta say, I love to meet new people, and I've totally enjoyed sitting here talking to you and about your project. Totally a gentleman, everybody. Like, this guy has been a total gentleman, like in DM and everything. Like, he's very professional. I will attest to that. So yeah, like that's what you should be doing. It's what everybody should be doing. Everybody should be just making comics and having fun. Like, you know, do what you love, like you said.
Yeah.
Find what you love and do it. Do it big.
Right.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, that's sort of the thing, really. It's just I mean, I'm in no position to give anybody advice or anything, but like the idea of being an aspiring writer, for me, I took a lot of like just letting, I think like the number one thing is just you have to let yourself do it. And you'll hear people say like, you know, don't be afraid to fail. That's actually a thing that will stop you from trying things, is you literally can't be afraid to fail. And you have to actually go in knowing you're going to fail, but it's perfectly okay because you just learn. And you know, you always, you want to come prepared before you put out a campaign, obviously. So,
right.
You know, don't set yourself up for failure there. Make sure you get all your, as much of your failures out as you can before then. But yeah, in terms of just, you know, I had to allow myself to do it. And like, you'll stare at a blank computer screen and, you know, be afraid of what you're going to write sucks. Or sometimes it's the same with drawing too. Like, I'm not much of an artist, but you know, getting into the indie scene and really hanging out on draw streams. I have this thing when I watch people do stuff and it interests me. I'm sure other people are like this as well, but I also want to try it. Like, so I've just tried a lot of things, basically just watching other people do it. And I'm like, hey, I'd like to try that. So watching all these draw streams, it's like, man, I'd like to draw. I don't think I'll ever be a professional comic book artist, but one of the things you got to do is just, let go and just do it. Yeah.
Yeah, being a professional comic book artist will never be in my future. No, not unless you all want stick figures that look like, I have no idea. Like, no, ain't happening. But
would they have big butts, the stick figures? That's a place to start, I think.
I mean, you could put two of them together and maybe make a big butt.
Okay.
You know, or a pair of boobs, whichever.
Hey, yes.
I mean, I can do that. I can draw a pair of basketball boobs like nobody's business.
All right.
Just two circles smashed.
Classics. Nothing wrong with those.
I'm gonna say hi to a few more folks that showed up in the chat.
Absolutely.
Wolvo, I don't remember if I said hi, but hi, Wolvo. Desmond, Luke, what's up, Luke?
Yo.
None your business. What's up, none your business? Is that everybody? Did I get everybody? Okay.
None your business as a boob butt hybrid.
There you go.
Are we breaking new ground here? I'm not sure.
It sounds a little creepy. Like, is it going to have like nipples on the butt cheeks? Or...
Where does it go? Where does it sit?
I don't know if I want to. I mean, that sounds like.
You told me your late night show was a little. I forget what the word you used was.
Degenerate.
Yeah, that was the one.
Let's just be honest. It's degenerate. We get degenerate after midnight.
So I popped in on a replay stream, and there was a guy's name who was. Can I say that? Because it was my dick in a cheeseburger. Oh my
gosh, I don't know.
No, that's funny though, because that's been a long running joke with my childhood best friend. Is years and years and years ago he made a dumb joke, and it was about something like that, and the hand motion he made it look like he was having sex with a cheeseburger, let's say. I'm like, what are you doing, man? What are you holding, a cheeseburger in your hands? And I saw that and I was like, Lola's my people. I like that.
Well, I like to have fun. I like to joke around. I like to enjoy life. Like, we should, like, as we were just talking, you only get one life to live, and it's too short to sit around and be worried about all the crazy tiny shit, and like, it always blows up into some big shit. And so it's just like, just enjoy it. Enjoy the moment.
Yeah, I think that's why those late night streams are my favorites. Just because they feel like the company lights are out, like the office is closed, and now everybody can do what the hell they want to do and just have fun.
Oh, we get to be adults and like kick back, relax, throw our feet up.
Right.
Make a few dirty jokes. I mean, we can do that now too, but like the more offended crowd tends to come out during the daylight.
Right. I get it. It's working hours. It's like, all right, fine. It works to have both, I think.
Yeah, it does. It does. Like, you gotta have that fine line. You gotta know where that line is.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Anya says, so if our lives are short, are midgets' lives tall?
You know what? That's a great question. I had this weird obsession with a show. What was it? Little People, Big World. Growing up, if there was they had 1 million marathons of that show when I was growing up, and for some reason, I don't know what it was about that little family, but I would sit and before you know it, you've watched 3 hours of them on a farm. You're like, what in the hell am I doing?
I've been there. Oh my goodness. Johnny Cage said some burgers be looking fine though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't blame some people getting all up in them.
Johnny, don't go around sticking your dick in cheeseburgers. Oh my god. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everyone that has showed up in this chat. Like, everyone that comes out here and supports all these creators. And I absolutely love you guys. I really do. Like, I have a heart full of love for everybody in this chat, everybody that shows up, that shows out. Like, you're awesome human beings, and just keep being awesome. Keep creating, keep doing just all these great things, and go back, Spells and Superheroes, because it looks freaking awesome.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. For real. I really do appreciate it. You don't really go on a show, or at least I haven't been, expecting to get backers. So it's always a nice surprise when you do, but I definitely didn't expect to come on here and get funded. So thank you, everybody, each and every one of y'all that backed. You have my gingeriest gratitude. which goes a long way. I don't know if y'all
And
know
I'm
that.
just gonna start calling you Ginge from now on. Since
There you
everyone
go.
else is calling you Ginge, I'm gonna call you Ginge. We're gonna forget
Ooh.
Mark.
Forget him. It's really the only people that call me that is like my parents and my grandmother. Aside from that, it's Ginge. Totally cool though.
Do you do a lot of voices?
Not I do. I do. Not not to like wanted to be a voice actor or anything, but yeah, I've spent years of my life talking to myself, and you tend to start doing voices because it's fun that way. I've sort of
You're
got a few
awesome, man.
characters. I don't know. You have fun. You just have fun.
And your business is gingerification.
The gentrification.
True. Lola's channel might be getting gingerfied at the moment.
You know what? Actually, that's a great point. And I think Lola, actually, in all honesty, you've completely earned this. There's a little thing. It's not too well known, but there's such a thing as your ginger card. And I'm going to go ahead and right here on the stream in front of everybody grant Lola her honorary ginger status. Everybody, congratulations! Lola's now a ginger.
Well, I mean, I am a redhead, so.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm not ginger red.
Oh, okay. Do you have freckles?
So I appreciate that. I've always wondered, how do I get that card? How do I play that?
You got it. Yep. Play it at your leisure, whenever you like, whenever it's convenient for you. You know what I mean? But also get ready to take a couple of those hard G's. People are gonna throw some of those at you. Like I've had people try that. Like I used to DJ at a strip club, which is a whole nother kettle of fish. But
oh, let's talk about that.
We had to kick a guy out one night, and yeah, on the way out the door, he was drunk and angry, but he looks at me and he's like, in my face, he's like, "You effing ginger," and he really, really said it, and it stopped me in my tracks, but I just laughed. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Man, that dude actually thought that was gonna upset me or something."
He's like, "You're really gonna go to the ground and throw some bows for it."
I stopped mid walk. I was like, hilarious. Like, actually, let's keep this guy in here. I like this guy now.
He's your best client.
Yeah. No, it was fun. I DJ'd a strip club for 2 years. It was it was fun. It was definitely a wild ride.
Have you met our friend that roams around the chats named Pell Rider?
No, I don't think so. The name's not familiar.
He's a big supporter of everyone, and yeah, he I guess lives around a strip club, has a strip club. I don't know what the deal with the strip club is, but he's always talking about being at the strip club and the strippers and all the drama he deals with in the strip club.
Oh boy, it's funny because when I worked there, one of my buddies literally lived like 5 minutes away from the club, and yeah, he would he'd just walk down the road to the club at like 2:30 in the morning. But yeah, no, it's drama. I mean, it's funny. There wasn't a whole lot of fights. All in all, we probably had like 5 or 6 fights over the 2 years that I worked there. But we did have 2 like pure straight out of a movie moments when a rival faction of girls would come in. We had 2 separate times when like roughly 10 to 12 girls, maybe a little bit more. You'd have some guys, but it was just girls that were fighting. And you'd have girls that would just storm our club. They would yank the girl, whoever they had problems with, off the stage. In this one particular instance, yanked this girl off the stage, and it was a full bar fight. There were shoes flying, tip jars.
Oh my god!
It was awesome. I mean, you have to admit, and everybody's just standing around, honestly laughing. As far as like the staff goes, it was me, the DJ, the manager, and a bartender. So that's it. The manager was also the door guy on the slow nights. So.
Oh, bless.
Yeah. So all that you can do is just kind of try to hold the crazier ones back and let it run its course, which it did. And nobody was really there. These are like more like honor fights, really. It was like nobody there to shoot up the place. It was just more like Facebook drama boils over into real life. But it's fun to watch.
Right on, man. Right on. Sounds like you're living the life. You've
No,
already
that
had
was
like a whole experience.
a couple years ago. You get a girlfriend, and then yeah, basically, no more,
No more
working
strip
at the
club?
strip club.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Pell Rider says that his favorite stripper is his wife. So
Hey, you know what? Yeah, dated
marry
strippers.
the stripper, then you can go to the strip club all the time, right?
It's not as much. I didn't have as much fun with that, but God bless Pale Rider. Here's to you, sir.
I think we're gonna end it here, guys. But I love all of you in the chat. I love everyone here. Just have fun. Have fun. Get your experiences. Go and back spells and superheroes. Hold on, I'm gonna share it one more time so everybody can see it.
Thank you.
There we go. Go back spells and superheroes, y'all. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, he's now funded. Let's get it up there to those stretch goals so that, we can see some more awesome stuff coming from this man. Let's encourage. Let's support.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lola. I really
yeah.
appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. This is probably one of the most fun, or the most fun I've had on a show. You and Kayla's show are both a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned Kayla. Yes. Everybody should go check out Death Curse. Kayla's been doing these phenomenal interviews over there with creators as well. And I mean, she's beautiful, beautiful girl. Love her accent. Oh my God. She's just all around.
Mass.
She's awesome. So please, everybody, if you will, go and sub to Death Curse and check her out and what she's doing over there with those guys. They're, like I said, they're doing phenomenal things. Everybody in this community is doing great things as part of networking and getting together and just creating. So yeah, I look forward to seeing more of y'all and more of what's coming from y'all. And yeah, I guess on that note, we're out. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.